Hello, my lovely army! It's BTS Sarang here! Can you believe it's already been over 4 months since our 7 stars finally reunited? Our boys spent July and August in LA, pouring their hearts into the new album coming next spring. But now they are back home in Korea working their magic in the studio right this very moment. And according to our leader Namjoon, the album drops in March next year! Just 4 more months to go? Oh my gosh, I am literally shaking with excitement. I can't wait! Now, let's talk about our worldwide handsome Jin. He just wrapped up his incredible Run Jin EP Tour Encore on October 31st and November 1st. Yesterday, on October 31st, the first day of the Grand Encore finally exploded into life at the main stadium. This epic journey started back in June in Goyang, South Korea, traveling through Japan, America, and Europe. It was the grand finale of a tour that spanned 9 cities and 18 shows, expanding on the hilarious and beloved concept of our favorite show, Run BTS. Since it was the encore, the scale was massive. He even rode a hot air balloon, looking like a true prince, and sang songs we hadn't heard in ages. Then, during Super Tuna, my heart nearly stopped. Hobi and Jungkook suddenly appeared, dancing as surprise backup dancers. After that, Hobi set the stage on fire with Killing It. And our golden maknae Jungkook blessed us with a performance of Standing Next to You. Then the 3 of them performed Idol, So What, My Universe, and Jamais Vu together. The energy was absolutely explosive. I bet many of you were drowning in happiness even long after the concert ended. And on the second day, just as Jin was heading to the goal during I'll Be There, our lovely Jimin made a surprise entrance. The internet went absolutely wild, and his name was trending everywhere instantly. Then Taehyung appeared like a dream and sang Love Me Again for us. Afterward, Tae and Jimin joined in for a legendary BTS medley. Together they performed Idol, So What, My Universe, and the tearjerker Spring Day. Of course, Jin's vocals were absolute perfection, melting our ears, and he worked so hard to make every single ARMY smile with his special events. With Jungkook, Jimin, and V joining as surprise guests, this concert became a precious memory for Jin, and for us ARMYs, it was a miraculous moment that will stay in our hearts forever. But hold on, because the surprises didn't end there. Regarding the 2-day Run Jin Encore tour, it was suddenly announced that it will be released as a live documentary movie in December. We'll get to see Jin before the show, his precious interactions with the members backstage, and even the moment after Love Me Again, specifically Taehyung's tears after his performance. Oh, my heart aches just thinking about it. You have to see it. Jin really knows how to spoil us at the end of the year. I'll update you lovelies as soon as we know the details. Now, speaking of our hardworking angel Jin, you'd think he would rest after 2 days of concerts, but guess what? He was the MC at a wedding yesterday. It seems it was for his manager. And our sunshine Hobi was there to celebrate too. Can you believe Jin hosted a wedding the very next day after his encore? Fans are whispering online. If the concert dates had been shifted, the second day would have been today. So did he think, if the dates change, I can't attend the wedding. I'm so sorry. Or maybe he was planning to ask Hobi to cover for him? I laid in bed thinking about this all night, tossing and turning with so much love for him. His stamina is just superhuman. Jin, I love you so much. I really think he aimed for the 31st and 1st just to be there for his friend. Even though a weekend might have been easier for many ARMYs to attend, I think his friend's wedding was already set in stone and he prioritized that bond. He adjusted such a difficult schedule just to keep his promise. Our loyal, sweet Jin. But seriously, isn't he hosting too many weddings lately? He's just too charming. Seriously, isn't he just the ultimate Prince Charming when it comes to weddings? I mean, look at our Jin. Hosting a wedding right after pouring his soul out for 2 days of concerts? The stamina on this man is simply unbelievable. A lot of our keen-eyed ARMYs noticed the schedule change. Friday and Saturday instead of the weekend? Now the puzzle pieces fit together perfectly. Our worldwide handsome has been running non-stop since Friday, hasn't he? I know he has that superhuman idol energy, but honestly, my heart just wants him to curl up and rest today. He deserves it so much. Now, hold on to your hearts, my lovelies, because we need to talk about the dynamic duo. I'm talking about our beloved soulmates, Jimin and Taehyung, who surprised us all by appearing at Jin's concert. I couldn't even fit all my feelings into yesterday's video. But did you see them pop up on Weverse Live right after the show? I screamed! But rewind a bit. Hours before the magic happened, our golden maknae Jungkook was gaming. And guess who was lurking in the chat? Taehyung was so funny in the comments. He was like, "What on earth is this? Is this a horror movie?" He was teasing him so much, asking, "Aren't you taking this way too seriously?" It was hilarious! And then our sweet Jimin chimed in, totally baffled by the professional setup. "How did he even set this up? Our cookie is amazing," he said. My heart! Taehyung, being the playful soul he is, just said, "Right? It's not even fun to watch." I was laughing so hard. Then came the moment that made us all giggle. Taehyung suggesting a round of League of Legends. Even though Jimin was shy about his skills, the date was set. Jimin was so cute, worrying he was too clumsy to show ARMY his gameplay. But we would have loved it anyway, right? Even though they were shocked by Jungkook's pro-level stream, the promise was made. A gaming date for two. They promised to turn on the camera for us the moment they got home. A gaming date with the 95s? Yes, please. But oh, the drama of it all. Just as they started playing, nature intervened like a scene from a movie. A sudden thunderstorm knocked out the power at Taehyung's house, and poof! He vanished from the Weverse Live. Poor Jiminy tried so hard to get his soulmate back on the line. But fate had other plans for the night. But did you notice the sweetest thing? Even though they are best friends, they spoke so politely to each other during the stream. Usually they would be casual, but they switched to formal speech just for us. It was such a tender gesture. I think it was their way of showing respect and love to all the armies watching. How gentlemanly is that? And then, drop everything you are doing. Because amidst the chaos, they casually dropped the biggest bombshell of the year. Jimin whispered, "Recording is done." And Taehyung just casually agreed. Then Jimin said the magic words, "Coming next spring." Did you hear that? Recording is finished. I repeat, finished! Can you believe it? After Taehyung sadly vanished into the dark due to the power outage, our angel Jimin stayed with us, keeping the stream alive on his own. You could just feel his excitement bubbling over. He told us he simply couldn't wait for us to hear the new songs. He was so honest, telling us that while the vocals are done, the mixing and arranging magic is still happening. He wanted to be clear that things might get tweaked, but the fact that he shared this raw update with us, I'm so touched. It feels like everything is flowing perfectly, like a beautiful river heading toward the ocean. Thinking back to his time in America 2 months ago, it all makes sense now. The hard work over there, the finishing touches here in Korea. He's been working so hard for us. Now that the voices are recorded, you know what is coming next, right? Photo shoots, dance practice, concert preparations. Oh my gosh, the excitement is building up inside me. If my ARMY intuition is right, we might be seeing album pre-orders about a month before release, maybe around February, and then the concert dates will drop. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps! Thanks to Jimin's little spoiler, we can almost see the future clearly now. He mentioned that since the recording just finished, the choreography hasn't even been decided yet. That means the real sweat and tears in the dance studio begin now. Fighting, Jiminy! Remember how he wiped that drawing off the practice room wall? It was like clearing the canvas for a new masterpiece. The new era is beginning. Bit by bit, the album, the dance, the concept, it's all becoming real. Is anyone else's heart racing like crazy right now? I am just so overwhelmed with happiness. Let's pray our boys stay healthy as they prepare this beautiful gift for us. I'm really looking forward to it. I bet your hearts are racing just wondering what kind of masterpiece the song and choreography will be. We really need to keep our eyes glued to their every move and every word from now on, don't we? Now, let's talk about our golden maknae, Jungkook, who stole our hearts again during his encore stage on October 31st. And guess what? Our sweet Jungkookie came home to Weverse Live yesterday too! It was practically a dedicated gaming stream, which was just so adorable to watch. Can you believe he stayed with us from 2:30 all the way to 8:13? That is nearly 6 whole hours of quality time! I thought, is this a new record? But then I remembered our Jin playing games for 12 hours straight. Beating that record is a tall order. But the highlight was definitely watching him search for his account nickname again. He is still on the hunt for Ian, but sadly, the elusive Ian refused to show up yesterday. I honestly think if Ian stays hidden, Jungkook might just keep coming back to see us more often. Though, I admit, I really want to see his shy reaction if he ever finds it. It is such a dilemma for my heart. Our hardworking prince also gave us a little sneak peek into his recording schedule. He told us, "I recorded recently, and I've been resting at home for the last few days." He even said he finally caught up on the video games he had been putting off. Isn't that relieving? It seems the reason he has been spoiling us with so many lives is that he finished his hard work and is in chill mode. I really hope he recharges fully with his games before crushing his upcoming dance lessons. Now, I know some of you might have heard those silly whispers floating around the internet lately, people trying to connect dots with phone cases and rings. Honestly, it is a bit of a stretch, isn't it? It can be worrying to see people overanalyzing every little accessory. But we know better. And I know it hurts when we see comments that aren't very nice during his precious live streams. Seeing negativity attached to our Jungkook's name is heartbreaking. For all of us who love him, we want the world to know how loving ARMY is. So let's drown out any bad vibes with purple hearts. Also, I noticed some people were unsure about him streaming just games. I totally understand missing his voice and wanting to hear deep stories from him. But think about it. He could have played alone, yet he chose to share that private time with us. That is love. He already cooks for us and chats with us so often. Gaming is his way of unwinding. Isn't it wonderful seeing him so relaxed? Just knowing he is happy and comfortable? For me, that is more than enough. Even if we don't understand the game, watching his focused face and hearing his laugh is a gift. I saw comments telling him to sleep, but let's trust our grown-up bunny to manage his own schedule, okay? If we nag him too much, he might get shy about sharing his hobby with us again. We wouldn't want that. Let's just say, thank you for being here instead. Let's make sure the chat is a safe, happy space where he can just be himself. I just wanted to share that because I know we all care about him so deeply and want him to smile. Looking back, my heart flutters remembering when Jin returned to us on June 12th, 2024. Then our sunshine Hobie returned in October, followed by Namjoon and Taehyung this past June 10th. With Jimin, Jungkook, and Yoongi finally back, BTS is fully complete again. I'm crying just thinking about it. And hold on to your seats, because one member is preparing a new album for next spring. He was working hard in LA from July to August and has just landed back in Korea. We are all on the edge of our seats, wondering about the world tour details. I tried to gather all the exciting clues for you today, because I know we are all waiting together. That is all the tea I have for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe to join our Purple family. Bora Hai!